Hi, my name is Ludas Butkus, and in this video I want to talk about basic attention token. I will try to do this video as short as possible, but there is plenty to talk about this token, so I will try to condense it and not go into too much detail where it's not needed. There is actually not too many projects on the blockchain like this, where there's plenty of talk about, plenty of things to try out and show. So this is one of my new discoveries that I'm really liking, and I want to introduce it to you and to give my opinions about it. So firstly, I think it's best to just show up the charts. Right now it has a market cap of 220 million. The token supply that was distributed through an ICO is 1 billion. Also there's a 500 million left, so a 50% increase is likely to happen, and I will talk about that a little bit later. It's ranked number 37, so it's at a decent place, a decent token, and the price is varying from 30 to even 7 cents, and right now from the bloodbath it has jumped up to 22 cents, so the price is quite stable. So now to the project. What is Basic Attention Token and what it is planning to do? Well, it is planning, and it actually has a lot of progress to show, to create a browser based on blockchain technology that revolutionizes the way advertising on the web work. So let's talk about the current problems on the internet. So right now there's the user, the advertiser, and the publisher of content. So let's talk about the user problems. The user sees lots of ads. The user downloads ad blockers to not see those ads and to improve its experience, but the ad blockers aren't very honest. They can get paid by publishers, by advertisers to show their ads, and they aren't very reliable. Also, users are tracked by a lot of trackers on their browsers, and all that slows down their browsers and it takes from their user experience. For advertisers, there's a huge problem of malicious clicks, of bots, etc., and a huge percentage of advertising budgets go to these fake clicks, and they are not getting real people to see their advertisements, to see their products. From the publisher side, when users start to block all the ads, publishers lose revenue, and they can't provide great content because they're not getting any revenue. So publishers want to get revenue, they want their advertisements to get seen. So there's a lot of problems over here, and there are plenty of middlemen in the middle trying to help one side, hurting the other side, the ad blockers, the advertising providers, etc., etc., etc. So there's plenty of problems, and Basic Attention Token and the Brave browser, which is their new browser that they are trying to create, that they are creating and building up, is going to solve this problem. These problems, it's not just a single problem that they are actually trying to revolutionize the way that we are browsing. So let's take a quick look at the browser. So we have the Brave browser, and it's really cool in my opinion. It's very sleek, very I don't know, it's really fun to use it because it's really fast. They are not just claiming that it's fast, you can feel it by yourself. Well, and that's because you block all the scripts, all the ads, all the trackers, which in turn is much safer browsing experience, But though I am a marketer, I don't like to block the ads, but overall it's really fast and I kind of like it. It's still in beta, but you can already download it and start using it. Now you're saying, you might be thinking that you will be using this browser which will be tracking you, but it's going to be all anonymous, and it's going to be stored in the blockchain, which provides the best security there is right now for your data. And because this project is open source, that gives another layer of security, that they won't be selling out. If they start selling out, for example, Google wants their ads to be always shown on this browser. For example, I have my own website, and if we go to an article, here we can see a blank space where my Google AdSense block is positioned usually when it's not blocked. So for example, Brave would start allowing Google AdSense to show up. So you would notice that in the news because people will see that in the code of this software because it is open source. So let's get back to the site. So how will they achieve that? How will the whole economics work? So users will be blocking the ads. They will still be browsing, etc., etc. But users can allow ads from publishers, and then they will be awarded with basic attention tokens that they can then spend for the publishers. And publishers, there will be, right now they're using Bitcoin for this, but they will be changing out to basic attention token. And for example, you will have a list of websites that you browse the most, and you will be able to send them your basic attention tokens and reward them for their content. Instead of just watching their ads, you will be sending their tokens for them. Well, it's not mandatory or anything, but it's going to be this economy, and this cryptocurrency is going to have a huge, it's going to be used a lot. There's plenty of tokens that are just sitting there. They have an idea, but the token is just like a stock, a share of a company. But here, it's going to be involved in the whole economics of this project, and it will be used in this new model of the internet, of browsing experience. So if you allow ads, you will be getting bad tokens that you can then return to the publishers. Also, publishers will be able to offer their content, and you might be able to buy premium content for your bad tokens, etc. So it's going to be a revolution to the whole broken model that it is right now, and it's a huge improvement. So now you might be thinking, well, it's going to be really hard for people to start using a new browser, and for me, I think this is going to be the main problem of this project. But what I want to show you is the person involved in this, that maybe is one of the main ones. I think it's here, the bad team. So Brendan Eich, which is the creator of JavaScript, and he co-founded Mozilla and Firefox. So Mozilla, I think, is the second or the third largest browser after Chrome, definitely, and not sure where Safari stands at, but it's a very popular browser, so they have the experience to create something very powerful that people use. and this is really revolutionary over here that the Brave browser provides. So it's an interesting project, and if you look at the team, there's plenty of big names. Brian Bondi, working at Khan Academy, Mozilla, Evernote, projects that you definitely have heard of. Co-founded Curl Software, not too sure about these, but overall they have a big team that have worked on really huge projects. Netscape, what else do we have here? Coinbase, Lookout, these are some advisors. Authority, Mojo Nation, DigiCash, Facebook, Google, plenty of great names, and all they are planning to do is a revolution of the browsing experience. So it's really going to be interesting how they are planning to also increase the user amount is the tokens. They have a growth pool allocated that we have over here, which is 366 million. So these are the unannounced, unreleased tokens. This is the development pool, and this is the pool for distribution. They will be giving out tokens to join, to download the Brave browser, so to incentivize people. So the token supply will likely increase to its total supply. So there will be some drop in price, but well, it's not about that. So what I also like is that it's all really transparent. There's the FAQ section is very thorough. There's all the details about their ICO. Will there be a follow sell? What is the distribution of tokens, etc., etc. It's all really transparent, and the team behind it is really good. If you wanted to the whole concept explained better than I did, definitely watch the video over here. It really talks about the whole problems of the current system and how it will be improved with the basic attention token and the new Brave browser. It's really interesting stuff, and I am planning to invest in this. So not sure what else could I say, because I might even overcomplicate it, but here you can see there's the users get attacked by these all ads, etc., and the browser kind of solves these problems. So definitely make sure to watch this video if you're interested, and I see a really bright future for this project, mostly because the token is definitely going to be used in it. If the project goes big, there will be a lot of demand for the token because it will be used for everyday browsing. And if the browser, the Brave browser, manages to get a decent chunk of the browser market, if it goes big as Mozilla, or at least gets a couple % of the browsing market and continues to grow, this project can definitely go through the roof and the token price can increase. So if you are planning to invest, this is going to be a long-term investment, but it can definitely pay out great returns. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence before investing. So this is it for this video. Hope it was interesting. This is one of these tokens that have a project, have a great vision, and they are already showing what they have created, and it's really interesting. One of these projects that are really great and that I love. So this is it for this video. Hope it was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.